Did Omega go too far with this brand new two-tone Speedmaster that was just announced by the brand a couple days ago? Now, what do I mean by that question? Well, here we go. The stainless steel Speedy, that's the staple. That's the watch that so many want to try, want to buy at some point in their watch collecting journey. The word iconic is often overused when it comes to watches, but the stainless steel Speedmaster, that truly is an icon. Now, I think most watch collectors love the basic Moon watch, the stainless steel Speedmaster Professional, but Omega recently released a white lacquered dial Moon watch. They did that to very good success, and this is the next Speedy release. And it comes pretty short off of the heels of that white dial announcement. And so I'm asking, did Omega take the classic, venerable, iconic Moon watch a little bit too far by going white dial and now going two-tone, in addition to the full gold variations that they currently already offer? Be interested to know your opinion. Now, this is a true sapphire sandwich, a true Speedmaster Professional, just done in the two-tone color configuration. They did this release, and then they also did a very similar two-tone Sedna gold version or red gold version that from pictures also looks so dang sharp. Now, thank you to Exquisite for lending in this brand new release for a quick video. They carry over 60 different watch brands. They have everything from Seiko to Omega to Glashütte Original. They have an excellent selection, excellent customer service. So I definitely recommend them, and my sales associates information will be linked below. Now, let me share my first impressions of this two-tone Speedmaster. And I need to preface it by saying that I absolutely love yellow gold. And I definitely go contrary to those common stated opinions that yellow gold is going out of style or is out of style. It looks dated, it looks old manish. I definitely do not agree with those sentiments. I love yellow gold, whether it's a full application like my day date or a more restrained look, as in the case of this two-tone or bimetal execution. So I look at this and I see something warm, I see something stylish, I see something cool as heck. And I think this would have looked amazing 30 years ago, just how I think it looks amazing now. And I think this will look amazing style-wise 30 years from now. It's a timeless design and a classic material configuration. Now, my other first impression comes down to the weight. Sometimes with two-tone watches, they can feel pretty much, just like an all stainless steel variation. But this is different. This feels slightly heftier than a stainless steel variation or sapphire sandwich. And I think you can tell that the center links, the bezel, the sub-registers, the crown, the function pushers, they're all made from 18 karat Moonshine gold. And so the difference in weight between this and a basic stainless steel is about 25 grams. And that might not sound like a whole lot, but it's subtly noticeable, and that's a difference that I enjoy. Now, the dial is a step form, just like the other Speedmaster Professional models have, though this one has a soft silver sunray texture on the main dial plane. I think it looks really nice. And then the outer angle that slopes down toward, where the crystal meets the case, that has a very faint concentric texture or snailing texture. It's hard to pick up on unless you have a macro lens or you pull out a loop. The sunken sub-registers have nice contrast. Like I mentioned, they're crafted out of 18 karat Moonshine gold, as are the polished handset. And take a look at the running chronograph seconds tip. It has an ever so faintly noticeable bent tip, which is a fun detail to notice. Now, the markers and applied logo are not called out by Omega as Moonshine gold, so they could be, but I would assume that these are PVD plated because Omega definitely celebrates the other elements as being the nice pale in-house formula of Moonshine gold. The bezel insert is a black ceramic insert. I think it looks really nice. It complements the upscale look of the bracelet and the dial. This has Sarah Gold index work, which I think again complements the Moonshine elements nicely. The bracelet is excellent. I say that as a bracelet fan. I like how Omega did not fully bling out the gold center links of the bracelet, just like Rolex tends to do with their Rollosaur bracelets. The mostly brushed center links really look sharp. And then they have these very small flanking links, the 2 and the 4 position on this 5-link bracelet. Those are high polish. They're understated. They don't grab a ton of attention, but they do enough to add light reflections and a little bit of pizzazz to the overall look. So I really like the bracelet. I really like the execution. Now here it is next to my Rolex day date. I think this Omega holds its own when it comes to the visuals. I think that this combination would be a very formidable 2-watch rotation or collection. And yes, this is a watch that I could see myself owning, using, and enjoying on a regular basis. Now let me touch on the elephant in the room, so to speak, and that's the price. Let me put this into context here. Longtime Omega fans, they will remember the days of super low used speedy pricing, criminally low, crazy low. Omega has certainly improved the Speedmaster product over the years, and they certainly have increased the retail price over the years several times. So a standard stainless steel Moonwatch will retail for $7,000. If you go for a standard sapphire or sandwich on a bracelet, that retails for $8,000. The new white dial, the lacquered white dialed Speedmaster, that retails for $8,100. To go full gold on a bracelet, you go up to the mid 42,000s, depending on the variation that you want to, configure. This two-tone, this retails a little bit in the middle at $18,100, which really is more than double what a standard sapphire sandwich will cost. And that has the same dimensions, that has the same movement. It just has a couple differences. So quite a price jump for two-tone. And admittedly, I was a little surprised at the retail price. It came in, or it clocked in higher than I anticipated it to be. Now, a two-tone Daytona on a bracelet, which I think is going to be the model that is most comped to this release, retails for $20,100. So this Omega is still cheaper, but it's not cheaper by much. My own opinion, I love everything about this Speedmaster. I love the movement. I love the dial details. I love the bracelet, the extension system in the clasp. I love, I love everything about the watch except for the price. And that's probably the old watch fan in me speaking, but let me know if you agree with me. Did Omega take the pricing a little bit too far? Or am I stuck in years past used pricing? Is this completely justified? Which Moonwatch do you like the most? Do you want to see other options in this traditional sapphire sandwich configuration? Do you want to see a blue dial, a green dial? Do you want to see a meteorite dial? That's the one that I'm still waiting on Omega to make. So let me know below. I hope you enjoyed this first look at Omega's most recent Speedmaster release. Ask me any questions. If you're shopping any Omega, definitely reach out to my recommended AD exquisite timepieces. My guy's name is Joe. His contact information is below. And please subscribe on your way out. I'm hoping to cross the 200,000 subscriber threshold next. And right now I have rookie numbers. So if you could help me boost those, I'd really appreciate it.